Well, I had to look up that year just to make sure I didn't get any wrong, but I found a list and picked several from it that I still enjoy to this day. The first one was Men at Work's Who Can It Be Now? If you don't know any of these, please look them up because they're great, but that song in particular, the saxophone is so cool, and it's something that definitely influenced us having a sax solo in our song Lights Go Down, which hasn't been released yet, but one day. The next one would be Sparks, Tips for Teens. Sparks is an amazing band and a big influence on me, but they came out with a song in 1981, and it's just a cool song about growing up. Another one is Dolly Parton's 9 to 5. Not only a great song, but a great movie. Blondie, The Tide is High. So good, still spin that one on the regular. Bruce Springsteen's Hungry Heart, also classic favorite, but that came out in 81 as well. Look those up, kids. It's always different, like it's either the message or the lyrics or even the production. In that time period, in particular, the production was really interesting. There's a lot of new technology coming out at the time, and it really showed in the records that were coming out in that period. There's one in particular that was kind of tricky, a really old vocal effect that was really common in the late 70s and early 80s. It was just like a slapback type echo, but it was really hard duplicating it in the studio. Not a lot of people could really nail it, but we figured out how to do it. But that was one production thing that we really looked to the late 70s and early 80s for. If you rewind and go back, 30 something years ago, the music business operated a lot like the way that the fashion industry operates now, where designers and artists just make what they want to make and they put it out, and then people decide if they like it or not. Nowadays there's a lot of focus grouping and people coming in to, radio experts telling you, what you need to add to your song, but back then it was just the artists creating what they wanted to create and putting it out into the world, and I think that was a really, really cool way to make art, and I don't think that should have ever changed. It's the year I was born, so old.